perfectly irresistible you really are. No wonder 2 out of 3 Gen Z adults say cat dads make better boyfriends. So take your moment in the spotlight. It's the year of the cat dad, and you deserve it. Discover what makes cat dads irresistible at temptationstreats.com.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Bachelor Happy Hour. I'm Joe.
And I'm Serena.
And we are here today with the lovely Hannah Brown. Welcome back to Bachelor Happy Hour, Hannah.
So glad to be back. Thanks for having me.
How you doing?
I'm coming off a whirlwind of obviously being back and at Bachelor in Paradise and being there just for what felt like a century.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But I had travel on both ends of that.
Where were you before?
I was
Paradise?
in LA for about 10 days and then went straight from there to Paradise and then straight from Paradise to my bachelorette party.
Oh
So
my
I've been
gosh.
home for like 1 day total. So I'm just trying to like become a full functioning human again.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah.
What were you in LA for?
I was doing some press for my upcoming new book, The 4 Engagement Ring, The Civil Reign, and had that planned for a while. And then when I got the opportunity to come back and be a part of Bachelor in Paradise, it just lined up to where I would leave from there. So it all like worked out, but it made this is probably the longest. Well, I take that back. I think I've been gone when I did. No, this is like the longest that I've been away, other than when I did like
The
Bachelor.
Bachelorette.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's really long. I feel like I would turn into like a major homebody. I'd be like, don't expect to see me for like 3 to 5 business days. I'm just going to be in my house, like doing laundry and laying.
I was just gone for 10 days and I immediately get sick. I don't know how you didn't get sick. Like when I'm going to multiple locations, it's almost impossible for me not to get sick.
I'm knocking on wood on that one.
Yeah. Okay. Your new book coming out, is this book number 3?
This is book number 3, but it's my second romance novel.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm really excited about it. It's fun, especially coming from Bachelor in Paradise. It's the short synopsis of it. It's a girl who a year ago ran away from her wedding and just has had a hard year since and wants to have like a beautiful, nice, relaxing vacation on the beach, and then runs into two of her ex-fiancés. So it was very funny being at Bachelor in Paradise and this being my next book. So I'm going to give all the girls a copy that were there because I feel like it'll be very fitting. Yeah, it's really fun. Like I've been loving the season of life of being an author and writing romance and how it kind of connects to the world that we've all been a part of, I think just being romantics ourselves, for putting ourselves in the world of Bachelor and hoping to find love. And even though that's not where I found love, I still like have that part of me and know that so many people have followed my journey to find love and to be able to write other stories for them to kind of fall in love with these characters has been amazing and so rewarding. So I'm excited about all that.
Is the main character, is any part of that main character based off of Hannah Brown?
Yeah, I feel like this book is obviously it's fiction, but Sybil is the parts of me that I don't always love, but she's such a lovable character. But yeah, there's definitely little tidbits about my life scattered in there. That's kind of what I did with the first book. I know that I came on and talked to you guys about Mistakes We Never Made. It's like a more exaggerated version of a part of myself. And Sybil, I feel like even gets into a little bit more of vulnerable parts of myself that I don't always love. And having to work through like learning to love myself to be able to receive the love that I actually deserve. And that's like a journey Sybil has to go on the whole time, and like really having to confront her past in a way that she's been running so long from, but it's affected how she's been able to be able to like receive like a beautiful relationship. So yeah, it's definitely a big part of me. But in the same breath, Sybil is like her own person and is so fun. And she just, I think of Sybil as being like very sparkly, and she just has this like unique ability to like draw people in. And so even though she's like such a freaking mess and you might not take relationship advice from her, you want to be around her.
Got it.
I like that description.
Yeah.
I saw that you did like a little reel on your bachelorette of all of your bridesmaids or your girlfriends reading your book together. I thought that was really cute.
Yeah, my friends have been so supportive of everything in my life, and to have them like so excited and be able to see little, you know, they for sure can see little parts of me in the book. My mom has already gotten to read the book in entirety, and she was like crying at the end. She said it was like, it's my favorite so far, which was so cool. I should have been videoing her giving her review of the books. I'm like, this is good, Mom. Like, you're really hyping me up. She is my mom, so she obviously thinks I'm like the most special human on the earth. But she was like, this book was just like really incredible. So take it from Mama Sue. It's amazing.
There you go.
If let's say you got like a movie offer for this book, like they were going to turn it into a movie.
Yeah.
What movie star would play Sybil? Is the name?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, that's a good question.
Who do you picture playing her?
I've said, I don't know. It's so hard to like pick a character for me, but kind of like, I loved Sydney Sweeney in Anyone But You. So I think of her. It's just like she like nailed that rom-com role. And I feel like she could definitely play that like sparkly, fun person that also has like deep issues and be able to have the duality of that and make some, because Sybil is like writing her was pretty hard because there's such a duality of like, this girl's got some issues, but she's so fun. And how do you make sure that she doesn't seem like she needs to be like, girl never needs to date anybody again? And also like so lovable and so like you have so much empathy and like empathy for her. Like it can be hard to like juggle that. So I feel like Sydney Sweeney, just looking at all the roles that she's done, I feel like she'd be a great person to play the role of Sybil.
Nice. Nice.
Where was your bachelorette party? You said you went right from Paradise to your bachelorette.
Florida. I don't know if you guys have heard of like 38 area, like Rosemary Beach.
Yeah, my friend or Anna Redmond
You've heard
was
of it?
just there on a girls trip.
Really?
Yeah.
Where is it?
It's like, is it Florida Panhandle? It's y'all have to go. Didn't y'all get married in Charleston?
Yeah.
Charleston, yeah.
It has like, it's very quaint and cute. And I was ready to get home, but I also was like, this is a great place, especially from just coming off of, you know, working for a while and being in, you know, a very fun, but there's lots of drama going on all around me. To be able to go somewhere that was just so relaxing with my best girlfriends, it was so amazing. And I would highly suggest y'all go there for, you know, a family trip or just for like a romantic getaway for the two of you.
You must have been so happy you didn't pick like Vegas or something.
I couldn't. Like I wouldn't have been able to do it. I was like, we canceled dinner one of the nights. I'm like, I just want to stay in our pajamas and like order from like 5 different restaurants and just eat here. It was the most chill bachelorette party there could be. I like barely drank. So I'm like, I just want to sleep and be on the beach. And we went on the boat and we had so fun, but it was just, honestly, I think as you get older too, everybody else is really appreciative of that too. Where they're like, we want to just like be grandmas.
Chill.
It was great.
It ended up being like more of a vacation than some bachelorettes typically would be.
Yes. Like everybody felt like rejuvenated and like, I'm so blessed to have truly some of the best friends that just like, they just like love me, and you could just like feel that. And everyone, even though they were from different seasons of life, like got along really well. And it was just really special, especially just like being pretty tired and exhausted and being like, man, I don't know if I'm showing up to my bachelorette as my best self or the way that I like wanted to.
Well, it's hard when you feel like you're like the host, even though you're the bride and like it's supposed to be like about you. You're like, I'm also kind of the connector of all these people, and I want to make sure everyone has a good time.
And I was like, I'm running on fumes, but that's like why I'm like, they're my best friends, because they were like, hey, it's whatever you want it to be, and we're gonna have fun because we're with you. And it was very special.
Any Bachelor Nation alum there?
Yeah. So one of my good friends who's a bridesmaid, Heather Martin, we met on Colton season, and we've been friends ever since. Like,
that's
she was she the Never Been Kissed girl?
Never been kissed.
Okay.
We were making fun of her.
Has she been kissed now?
She's been kissed now.
Is she kissing these days?
She kissed Colton, I would assume.
She did kiss Colton.
Yeah.
Which is hilarious.
Yeah.
But that's her first kiss.
Yeah.
But yeah, she has had a few other kisses in between, but we're still like, we got to find her a man.
Recently, a new client called me and started me and
knows the whole world.
Extra big to join. And
but not they're all about what's comfortable. It feels or maybe even some. So like your book is coming out, Paradise.
Which is,
do you really? Wow. Styles from comfortable to sexy in over 67 sizes.
what's wedding planning look like? Do you guys have a date? Is all that since you had a bachelorette
I get
party?
married in 2 months, which is
Do you really?
Wow.
crazy. Yeah, it was the timing. And my book comes out and from us talking like a month before my wedding, and so it's just.
Wait, this is crazy. So like your book is coming out, Paradise is happening, your wedding is happening all within like a 2-month span.
Yes.
And you just came off of like working for 3 weeks straight in like a very intensive environment.
Yeah.
You have a lot going on.
She laughs.
No, it's just like
you'll have a break. Like I would say, by hearing your schedule right now, I would say like you'll have a little bit of a break around like December. Maybe you'll be able to chill. So like. You're going now.
It's so sad, y'all. Like this room, like looks like we also bought a house that we have no furniture in because I'm like I can't even do anything. Like we're
just hire someone to furnish it for you.
Trying to get done with. That sounds so bad. I'm so excited for my wedding. But we're like we need to get through this season and then we'll worry about the house.
Yeah.
Like coming back, I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot. We still have like. We call our empty rooms our ballrooms. Like we have ballrooms at our house. So we but yeah, one day we'll get it all going. But yeah, it's been a very busy season, busier than I even thought it was going to be, but all with good things. Like I'm so excited that I got to add in being a part of Paradise this season because, you know, it's so new and different. And then just being back with where I got my start with Bachelor Nation was really cool, but it definitely made it to where, you know, we got a lot packed in 2 months.
Oh yeah.
For, you know, one of the biggest days of your life. So
yeah.
How did Paradise come about? So we see like they kind of announced like a new location.
Mm-hmm.
We're hearing rumors of a new format. We're hearing golden people there. And then Hannah Brown, you get announced as champagne room bartender-ish,
bottle service girl. No.
Okay.
She's coming in with the signs with
so yeah,
the
like
sparklers.
how did this come to be?
Yeah, I mean, it was totally. I'll be honest, like it was totally out of the blue. I feel like I've always been like super grateful for Bachelor and being a part of this world and how it got me to where I am. But I, you know, kind of just. I didn't meet my partner through the show. I'm living my life here in Nashville and I just get this call from a producer. Like, it was like, hey, can I call you? I'm like, oh God, what did I do? And I was like, yeah, what's going on? And she's kind of just asking me, she's like, just asking me about my life. I'm like, what?
Yeah, you're like, why are you calling me?
Why are you calling me? Like,
Yeah.
what's going on?
Are you
Like,
single?
You're not calling me to catch up. So like, what's
I'm
the
like,
purpose
I
of
am
this
getting
call?
married. Like, no, I don't want I was like, are they trying to like do something with my wedding? Are they trying?
Yeah.
True.
What's going on? And then she was saying, she just asked if I would be interested in, you know, Bachelor in Paradise. I feel like she said it's going to have a refresh. It's going to be a little bit different, but still have all the charm and the things that everyone loves about Paradise. And the last season that it was on, I came in for a day and helped host, and it went really well. And I had such a great time. And she was like, would you be interested in having a bigger role in Bachelor in Paradise? And I was like, me? You want me? Really? Like, I was just kind of like shocked, like, yeah, that even I was who they thought of. And I was like, well, I need to think about it. And I kind of want to understand this role a little bit more because, you know, they were saying they just wanted to have, you know, more of a female presence on the show for the ladies to be able to have somebody to really talk to. Because, yeah, sometimes it's like hard to, as a woman, we have just very different experiences than men do. And that's like, no shade on anyone. It's just sometimes you just want a girlfriend to talk to that's not in the same world that you're in with their own drama, because you just want somebody to just listen to you. So I was like, that could be really interesting. And I feel like I've learned a lot about relationships and how, you know, I would have done things differently or the same. And so it got me really excited to think of this almost as a way to like get back into the world with like the wisdom that I wish maybe I would have had spoken into me when I was going through the experience. So I took a little bit to think about it. Then I was like, that feels really good. If I can just even just be like somebody that gets it, but is not in it for someone, like I think I would have loved to have had that while I was going through, you know, being on The Bachelor or Bachelorette. So I got excited and was like, yeah, let's do it. And so that's kind of how it came to be about. But I really did still jump into it a little blind because there was no role that I could like look to of, oh, this is exactly what I'm going to be doing.
Right. It's not like you're like replacing a role that already exists. It's like they're creating a whole new role. And I feel like classic Bachelor world, like things develop as they go.
I was still like, I have no idea what I'm doing, but I'm going into Costa Rica and I'm going to figure this out. And it definitely was that. It was like, how can I best be utilized and like help these cast members like have their best experience? But that meant that I just had to kind of jump in a little blindly, and it ended up being really fun. But it was definitely different than I expected because I knew that I wasn't going to, I had no expectation for exactly how it was going to go. But yeah, it was really fun.
Now that the cast announcement is out, those day one people, any standouts to you?
Oh my gosh, to be very honest,
you didn't know any of them, did you? No, not one of them.
Look, I just have been out of the world for a little bit.
Yeah.
So it gave me like, I think, an advantage to be able to actually be super helpful because I didn't have any like preconceived notions about any of these cast members, other than I did know Kat because when I came and visited the last prior season, she was there, but I didn't really get much of a conversation with her, so still didn't know her that well. So yeah, I kind of came in just excited to meet everyone and just have my own opinions of who they were. But I feel like I was really shocked, but also excited to see Del Moss on the beach just because his experience on Bachelorette, like is unlike anyone else's.
Truly.
Yeah, he was on it for like a day.
Like 2-3 episodes. Like I don't even think he went on a group date.
No.
Yeah. And so to have him like come back and have this new shot at love, I was really excited about for him. Also, I saw so many memes during, I think it was Joey's season, about Jess because people say that we look alike. So I just wanted to be like, do we actually look alike? And also she was just very sweet. So I was excited to meet her. Justin Glaze. I watched him and Susie obviously a lot on social media, and I loved their videos together, and like obviously knew that they had broken up like earlier in the year. And so I was excited and interested to see just like how he was going to handle this experience. He's awesome, but that was another, cast member that I was excited to just see how their experience was going to go, just knowing that he's coming in from like a pretty fresh breakup. See if he would have like any strong connections.
Yeah, and I think it was like they were seriously together, and then they broke up, and then they got back together for a little bit. Like it was definitely a long period of time that he was in this like Bachelor Nation relationship, and but it's also been a little bit of time. He's done like The Bachelorette, he's done Paradise, now he's coming back for his second time on Paradise, so he is like more experienced than most people down there.
Totally. Yeah, so those are like the few that I was excited to meet and see how it went. But honestly, like I had so much fun with getting to just meet all these people and hear about their experiences. Like it was awesome. Like the cast is a really great cast. And I feel like for some of them, like their personalities weren't really showcased, and they didn't really get to like share like truly who they were on their season. So it was so fun to be able to like really see like personalities and relationships blossom. And I think that people watching are going to be shocked by how much like they're going to be excited about this cast too, and how their relationships start to form.
Did you find yourself like when the cast comes down, did you find yourself like having that, going back to that like day one anxiety I'm sure you had when you did the show for the first time? Do you like
Joe watches night one and he gets like stressed out.
Just watching it on TV, I get stressed. So I can't imagine like being part of it but not being part of the cast, but like being there. I could see myself like internally being like,
oh, I was having my own night one, y'all.
Yeah, for sure.
I was having my own night one butterflies, being like, I've never done this. I've never done this before. Thank goodness I had Jesse and Wells, and like it was so awesome to be with them. But like they've done this before, and I'm like, I still don't know what I'm doing here.
Yeah, you're going in the bathroom, looking in the mirror, like, what am I doing here? Like, why did I even agree to this? Like, what's happening?
I've got this.
Yeah.
But the cast were so awesome and welcoming to me. But yeah, I definitely like would feel the nerves of the other cast members, and you could see it, but like I just have so much empathy and like just wanted to be just a true encourager for all of them, because like this is such an abnormal way to put yourself out there, first of all, and to find love. And so like, of course you're going to be nervous. Of course you're going to like say weird shit that you like, why did I just say that? Like way more than even like a typical first date. And so that's what was so cool, to be able to just like be there even when I was feeling the nerves for them and feeling them myself, like just knowing like we truly were all in that together, me and the cast, because I'm like, I'm new to this too. Like I feel everything you're feeling, maybe in a different way. I'm not like looking for love here, but that like, are people going to like me? How what is this experience going to be like for me? Is it going to be fun? Is it going to be stressful? Like, will there be drama? And like, even though I wasn't a part of that, I still like, maybe that's PTSD. I don't know. But like, I felt it all. Yeah. I, like Joe watching night one, being there, I was like, I'm in it again. But it's quickly, I started to like, feel like, okay, this is going to be good. I'm going to figure this out. And I am truly here to just help make this a better experience for everyone there. I am Paradise Relations. I'm going to make sure that I can help every cast member the best way that I can to have whatever type of experience they're supposed to have. And that gave me relief, because it was like, I'm not drama. I'm just here to facilitate. And that's what I did.
Yeah.
And pop a lot of bottles of champagne.
Recently, a new client called me. Limited money and resources. You need a
Hurry on over, because extra big deals are free.
Going down. Offers tons of sizes with new just as much as you love taking it off. Now to shop styles from
and how it's all set up. And so, I feel like what you'll notice
when they announced you, they said you're like the bartender of the champagne room. Can you give us a little bit more insight into like what that is, what it looks like on the show?
I feel like what you'll notice about this show in general is it's a little bit more elevated in a way, like even just like the way I feel like the cast like dress and how it's all set up. And so,
like this season specifically, or the show in general?
I guess just the show in general now, just this season feels a little bit more elevated than I think it has in past.
Yeah.
Just being in a new setting and just the overall way that I think we experienced it, but then I think how the audience will experience it. And so my little champagne lounge was this cute little bar cart with like beautiful, like very decadent treats and champagne. And it was just like where we all started off the night. It was very classy.
Almost like a cocktail, like happy hour space.
Like a little cocktail hour.
Yeah, I love that.
We got into all the things, and then they're just like, want straight vodka from Wells, So we start off the night classy.
We start classy.
And then
then we go to Wells's bar.
Then we go to Wells's bar, and then they're just hanging out there all night. So I think it just like was a way for me to be able to greet them, see how they're doing, kind of calm nerves, and start the night off like with a very nice little touch at the beginning. And
I like that.
Yeah, it all went where it went.
Nice.
So would you be waiting for them knowing like, okay, I haven't seen them in like 24 hours. Like the first person walks in, you're like, hi, how are you? Tell me everything. And then they're just like, you're like, what has happened? And they're probably just unloading on you like the drama from the past 24 hours and like everything. Were you like, oh my gosh, this is wild?
Yeah, I felt like I would like get not stuck. It's just like, there's so much that would happen. So whoever came up to me first, that's just who I'm like in the conversation with as I'm like trying to figure out how to. Also, I'm really scared what they'll show of me trying to open these champagne bottles. Well, it was so hot that like sometimes how it's like that black or whatever, it would get so stuck on there, and they're like patiently waiting for me to like get these champagne bottles, and of course all the guys are like, oh, let me take it over, blah, blah, blah. And I'll be like, okay, now you have shit all over your hands too, and it's a lot hard. It's I know how to pop a champagne bottle, kind of.
You're like, this isn't like a girl guy thing. This isn't like I can't open the pickle jar and like I'm gonna make a boy do it.
It's like it's so hot, and these were put in ice, and now all this stuff is like all over my hands.
Yeah,
crying.
I'm surprised they didn't prep them for you.
No,
like you think they would have like half opened them so that you're just like, woo.
No, that was not the case. So I'm trying to carry on conversation. They're all waiting for their classy glass of champagne, and I'm like, okay.
I'm so curious. I'm so curious to see how this all plays out. It just sounds like it's so much different than the past.
Yeah. I think the new location is in itself just going to add like a very different feel and element after, seven seasons, maybe nine seasons. I think it was. This is 10th. Yeah. So we did 9 seasons at Cellulita. And now, happy 10-year anniversary, we're upgrading to a new location. And now we've got all of these new things being added. Even like the champagne room. Like I'm trying to like visualize it. It's so different than the structure that we're familiar with of like.
Oh, y'all would be so jealous of their setup.
Yeah, it sounds like it. It sounds like
it. Was so nice.
Yeah.
I think people are going to be like really shocked. And it just has a new look, but still like is paradise and is about love. And but I think everybody's going to be in for like a pleasant surprise for, what is still the same, but the differences and the surprises along the way. It was really fun to be a part of. But also I didn't know what was going on at the time. And I think that I was kind of glad because I truly they could come to me and I'm like, I also don't know what's happening. So I'm in this with you. It really felt like I could be a big sister or just a friend that you can just be like, I'm having a hard day. And I'm like, me too, it's hot as hell. And I don't know what's wrong with my champagne bottles. So, I mean, your day is probably worse than mine. It's harder than mine, but I get it.
I can't open this champagne bottle.
You're like, it's my only job is to talk to you and open these champagne bottles. And I
can't get fired from my one job. So yeah.
You're like, the room is called the champagne room and I can't serve the champagne.
Yeah. The whole time I'm like, oh my gosh, I have this one job. It's not hard. I'm not making drinks. I couldn't make a drink. I've made a margarita one time in my life, and all I have to do this, and we'll see. Hopefully they make me look good, but it'll probably show all the times that I do something dumb. But it was great. But also it wasn't just obviously rose ceremony nights. We have this champagne lounge area, but just throughout the whole experience, Wells and I come in and kind of help facilitate different things and make sure that, if somebody wants a special little something set up, I got you. I'm going to make sure that, if you need a little nice romantic moment, I'm going to figure out how to do that. I also was in charge of just keeping the vibes good. If we need a little meditation, if we need to do a little bit of yoga, have I ever taught a yoga class? No, but I'm figuring it out.
Yoga.
I was like, wait, I'm sorry. We're going from bartender champagne room to meditation to yoga to fairy godmother romantic moments. You're the hotel concierge. You know who you are?
You're the White Lotus.
I was just going to say, in season 1 of White Lotus, the manager who literally does everything, that's you.
That's me. No, that is me. So I'm just sure, I'll figure out how to do this.
They're like, who should we get to do this? Hannah can do it.
Let Hannah do it.
We don't need to hire a yoga instructor. Hannah can do it.
Hannah, before we let you go, real quick, your casting video was dropped on Bachelor Nation's YouTube channel. Did you watch it? How do you feel about that's out there in the public now?
Well, I think it's a very cool thing that this, I think the concept's great. That mine was the first one to drop. I was like, oh no, because I remember that day so vividly. I didn't watch the show. I got truly randomly nominated. And I just kept being like, this is so crazy. I'm probably not going to be on the show, but I don't know what I'm going to do. So I'll just keep going through this because it's a funny thing. It's just fun. And I don't know how it was with y'all, but there was a list of questions to answer them. I literally printed it out. I don't know if you can see this because I'm not going to watch it. But if the backstory of it is, there is a piece of paper that I printed out. I put up in front of this window, and there's a streak of light over my face. And I just look at the questions in between and just answer. And I just didn't know. And seeing some of the other ones that people have done, they kind of put some thought into it. I did not know what I was doing. I never thought that these videos would see the light of day.
Truly.
They are.
That is what's wild about this is I'm watching these and I'm like, when people were making these, they didn't even think they were going to be on the show, let alone think okay, when I make this, I'm going to end up on the show and all of these people are going to know who I am. And then they're going to post these on the internet for people. If you knew that, you probably would have approached the interview so differently, but then you also might have not got on the show. You probably got on because they were like, this is so, no, I didn't do it.
I didn't do it. They asked me to do it. And I said respectfully, I pass. I pass on the show.
Actual audition in person.
they're like, okay, I just told them, I was like, I'm uncomfortable doing this. And they're like, and I was like, that's got to be it for me. And they're like, well, could we set up a Skype? And I was like,
oh yeah,
sure. Yeah. I'll do a Skype.
I filled out like a form, like a one pager, like online. And then I went right to interview, but I was so late. Like I was like, I applied like 2 months out from the show filming. So I don't even think they were probably reviewing videos at that point. Like
it's always so interesting to hear like how people got on the show. And it's always so different. So I do think for people who watch the show to just see like, oh, like, can I see what these casting producers saw in this girl from this little video? I think it's a cool idea, but I can't lie and say that I didn't audibly gasp when I saw this blast from the past.
I wonder if people that want to get on the show are now going to start like taking hints or notes from the casting videos that have been published already for their own.
I'm sure.
I mean, totally, they should.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think you can like fake authenticity. I think a lot of people try to do that, and then they don't have a great experience if they even get to be able to have the experience we've had. But I think I would have loved to be able to see like, okay, how is this supposed to go? But then maybe it's not. You're not.
But then maybe you don't get it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I think like Ashley I'm pretty sure Ashley like filmed like a mock version of what her night one would be and sent it in.
Hers, they should post her. I feel like she's
crazy.
posted her own before.
Yeah, it's like,
and she like films in a hot tub and
she like films herself like talking to like a pretend Chris Harrison. It's like wild.
Of course she would, and I'm obsessed with that.
She did a whole skit. It's hilarious.
They were like, yes, this cast
girl.
her.
Yeah, they're like, no need to interview.
Yeah.
Just like right to
Cast.
the show.
They're like looking at mine being like, this girl is so naive. Yes.
Also right to the show.
Yeah,
Cast her.
Hannah, thank you so much for taking the time out of your day, and we look forward to your new book and watching you fail at opening champagne bottles and giving advice in Bachelor in Paradise.
And getting married 2 months out.
Yes, yeah, I'm so excited. Thanks for having me all.
Of course. And to all our listeners, thank you for tuning into Bachelor Happy Hour. Make sure you download and subscribe to the podcast.
We will have new and exclusive interviews coming your way. Thanks for listening. Bye.